Welcome back to Daytime. It's springtime. We were just talking about fashions. What about interior fashions? It's kind of like the right time to spruce up your home as well and get rid of all those big, heavy throw blankets and switch things up a little bit. We have with us Cindy Desjardins she's an interior decorator from Randall's. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
And you know what? We do feel like we get into the spring cleaning mode, right? Where we want to just sort of clean everything up in our house, but sometimes we want to get rid of things and aren't sure where to start. Isn't this a great time to start thinking of redecorating or switching things up?
It's a perfect time because the new trends are out and people get excited about that. And they want, after the winter, it's been a tough winter and people want to change.
Yeah.
And they're looking for something that's kind of bright and fun in their house again, as opposed to winter and snow and ice.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that anymore. Unless we're talking about the ice where the Senators are playing, let's not talk about ice.
All right.
All right, so you said the magic word, trends. What are some of the trends this year?
Well, we've got a lot of them. There's wallpaper trends, and as you'll see on the table, I've brought some of samples of the wallpaper trends. Fabric, paint, of course.
Okay.
And there's also blind trends.
Wow.
So there's lots.
Okay, so the first thing you said was wallpaper. Now, I clearly remember buying homes, myself, me, even my parents, and going, oh my God, we got to peel the wallpaper, because it just wasn't a thing anymore. And now it's coming back.
It's huge.
Really,
It's
huh?
absolutely huge. You don't really see the old borders anymore.
Yes.
And you don't see rooms where it's all the same paper on 4 walls.
Yes.
Now, because we have geometrics and we've got bright colors and we have watercolor, you see more of just a single wall being the focal point, and then you have paint on the other 3 just to sort of bring that focus into.
Well, we used to do that. I know I have one of those in my house where I have one wall that's like a deep red color and everything else around, and the accents match that wall. But this is an even funner way, if I can use that word, because now because some of the wallpapers have texture to them.
Yes.
Shall we talk about some of the things you brought?
Those texture ones are called flocking. It's almost like a velvet on it.
Yeah. Do we have any of that here?
No.
Okay, okay. Don't worry about
Sorry.
it. No. So, but you said you wanted to start over here.
I did.
So, do we have wallpapers on this table?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so let's start.
So this is a really hot trend now, and it's called Shiplap. And Shiplap was actually a board that they used for cladding buildings on the exterior, but now they're using it inside, and it's really cool because it has a little groove to it, so you get some texture and dimension and things like that.
Like, I don't want to say a barn, but sort of like rustic, outdoorsy. I like that.
A bit of a cottage, but it's a very classic cottage, clean look. And it's beautiful. And you can put it horizontally as very typical, but you also see the shiplap on exterior homes on a vertical.
Oh, yeah.
And stained because it's a wood.
Of course. Okay, really like that.
So that's really hot. And this is a York paper, and of course Randall's has all of the very current wallpapers, fabrics, blinds, paint colors, everything that anybody could possibly need to decorate their home, including furniture.
If, let's say I want to do this, but I'm like, not so good. I'm not so sure I've got the talent to put this up. Can you guys help me?
Oh yeah, we've got some fantastic wallpaper guys. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
If I was semi-crafty, how long do you think it would take to wallpaper one normal size wall? I'm not necessarily talking about the big wall that's on the side of your house, but let's say just that one wall at the back of the room. How long do you think that takes? Can I get that done in a weekend?
Oh heavens, yes. You could get that done in a few hours.
That's how much I know about home decorating. just goes to show you.
We've got help.
Okay, good. Thank you. I would need help. Okay.
So here are some of the fabrics that could go with the shiplap, as for an example.
I love these shades. And this is what we're seeing a lot of this summer,
exactly.
Right?
Those are the trend colors.
Beautiful.
And nice because they are within scale of each other, right?
Yeah.
So you can mix and match them.
And that's the other thing I like, is that we've got a print here that looks sort of like leaves, and then we've got lines, and we're putting them together. Remember how it used to be everything had to be matchy-match, and it was, but it was a thing. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
And see, I look at this and I want to go into that, because I think this reminds me of like that cottage with the blue and the seagull things, and and so I love how it kind of, you can go this route or you can come over this way.
Yeah, you can certainly transition into the blues and give it more of that seaworthy cottage sort of feel. And of course, navy blue this year is unbelievably hot. It's the new black.
Really, huh? Beautiful. Navy blue. And we're seeing it in print, but we're also seeing it in paint?
That's right. And these are the larger samples of the PPG paint that Randall's carries.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful paint to work with.
I think this is really smart because it's hard to tell from these little bitty square things that you get in certain stores, right? So this I can actually put on my wall, this great big thing, and then I can put it far from the window where the light is different and close to the window and move it around for a weekend and decide if I like it. It's a good size.
It is. It's nice to have. And the nice thing too is that you don't have to pick up a quart or a little half quart of paint and then paint a board or something and then, you know, move it around. It's already been done for you.
Now these are gray.
So these are the
gray was big when in the 90s. I'm not going to even tell you how old I was, but gray was big. Is that coming back?
It is, but there's lots of different undertones to gray.
Okay.
So to work with the shiplap, like these two would be really attractive colors with it. It would also work with the blues too, or the yellows.
Yellow is big this year as well, isn't it?
Yes.
We've got a couple of minutes left. Let's see what else we've got down here.
I just wanted to show you, this is the C2 Ultimate Paint Chip sample.
Okay.
And this is the actual paint on this sample. So it's not an ink reproduction, it's the actual thing.
Genius.
And we sell these to people, and when they're finished with them, they can bring them back and they get half of their money back. So it's basically renting a sample, and they're huge.
Yeah, you can really see the color on that. Okay, great idea. Look at this.
Yes, plaids, very hot. And this is a geometric paper that I wanted to show you.
Let's bring that on the top. Let's put that right on top so the camera can see that. Look at that.
These are a couple of colors. If you were going to do something maybe a little bit more female, or if you wanted to do something that had a bit of a flair to it in your dining room, you could use those colors with it. Maybe that would go on your dining chairs.
Okay, I like that.
And roller shades, really in this year.
And these are coming,
especially for condos.
And they're coming in all these different shades. Let's say I want to have a little bit of light. Can I have shades that are sheerer, and then I want full-on black? I can have really dark lights.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, when you're speaking about blackout shades, these ones are the cellular shades, and they get an R value, or resistance to hot cold, because they have that cell. So in the winter it keeps the cold out, and in the summer it keeps the heat out.
Genius.
Fantastic. And you see that little bit of silver in the side? Yep. That is the blackout liner.
Beautiful.
And they're in the metallics, which is so hot.
We are out of time. We didn't even get to this turquoise over here, which I love, but we're going to see if the camera can pan to it as we get out. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we're talking about antiques. You're going to want to stay with us. You're watching Daytime. Yeah.